Welcome to the coolest tutorial of Python. This is Bitfumes and I'm your host Sarthak. In this episode, we are going to learn what is a function and actually why we need it. So first thing first, why we need a function. So suppose you have a formula which is force is equal to mass into acceleration. This is a simple force formula. So I want to calculate the force. If I have a mass is equal to 10 kg and acceleration having 5, then the force will be equal to m into a. So if I print it, this F, run it, and absolutely fine, 50 is here. But what if I want to print this F, that means the force, many times? So I have to type F one by one various times like this, and then I get this. And the problem here is it's fixed. That means the force is fixed. I cannot change this m into a. If I need to change it, what I have to do, I have to get all the three lines, put it here, and then I need to print like this. Okay, so here we have, let's give a line. So yeah, so this time if I say it is 20, it is 30, so run it, and yeah, 50, 100 and 150. But you can see the repetitions we have. So what if I have some statement block and I can repeat it just by using one word? So you can see it's actually print. The statement print we have used here is an inbuilt function, and yes, it's a function. So it's doing something on the background to print these things, and we don't have to care about that background settings. We just want to print, then we use this print function, and in this parenthesis we are just passing whatever I want to print. So let's just create another function for us. My function is going to be name of calculate force. So cal force, or we can say cal underscore force. That will be nice. So that's like this. But to define a function, we need to give a prefix of def. This def keyword is going to tell Python that, hey, whatever is the next word you found is a function. So it's a definition of function. Then after that we need to use these parentheses and obviously the colon, and in the next line, and keep this in mind that this next line has to be indented, not this has to be indented. So what I will do, I will just give both of these two here, print f and f also, all these things here. So let's run it. We can't see anything. What happened? We have created a function, that's good. We are not getting anything in the console. This is because we have created the function, yes, but we have to call it. Just like this print function we are calling by name. So we have to call the function, and calling the function is very easy. Just use name with parenthesis. Run it, and yes, you can see 50 is there. And if I try to give multiple lines, and yes, 50, 50, 50. But the basic problem of our previous system was that we cannot change the value of acceleration and mass randomly. It is hard-coded, it is fixed. So how we can make these things dynamic? That means user, whenever calls that function, then he can define mass and acceleration. For that, now we need to give the parameters of the function. So we have this function, and in this function we can define that whenever this function is going to called, we have to provide some details related to this function, and that details are just the parameter it required. So one parameter is obviously mass, and other parameter is acceleration. So instead of mass and ACC, I just use m and a, and that will be defined. That's okay. And now we don't have to give the value of mass and acceleration from here. So what if I run it? So I run it and I get the error. This is saying that this cal force function required parameters which is having name of m and a. So because we are calling these functions without giving anything in the parameter or inside this parenthesis, this is giving the error. So let's just define first 10 and 5. So 10 because it's the first one, so it's related to m, or second one is acceleration. So if I just comment these two, run it, yes, we get the 50. And if I uncomment this one, and here I will say 20 and 4, run it, and yes, we are getting 80. So this block of statement can be repeated by just using its word or whatever the name of the function is, and we can define some parameters, and based on that parameter it's just giving the result. So this is good because we are using print statement and here. But suppose if it's a acceleration due to gravity, then that has a default value which is a constant of 9.8. So this means if I do like this, it's like if we can't define any acceleration value in this parenthesis, then it will take 9.8. So if I try to run it, 98 is the result because 9.8 into 10 is 98, and this is called the default value of the parameter we have given. But what if I provide the value of acceleration? Here we have not provided any acceleration value, but here I am providing. If I run it, then you can see it's also giving 80 according to this value, which is 4, not 9.8. so this is very useful when you have something. So if user has not defined, it will take 9.8. if user has defined something, it will take that value. So this is the simple definition of function, and in the next episode we will go deep dive into the functions. So till then, if you have not subscribed, go and subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon to get instant notification, like Bitfilms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We will meet in the next episode. Till then, goodbye.